Hi, everyone. I hope all of you watching are safe and well. Today marks our very first virtual random act of kindness. As with pretty much everything else going on in the world right now, we have had to adapt with the times and try something new. So instead of my usual show up at someone's door, knock on the door and surprise them approach, I've done what a lot of people are doing these days and set up a video call. I'm thrilled today to share a random act of kindness that has been put together by working with a number of generous community members. So before I introduce everyone on the call, let me first introduce our surprise and how it came to be. Our friends at Northside Auto Group reached out to us about wanting to give back to the community. And what better time for a random act of kindness to lift our community's spirit than right now during this unprecedented crisis. The most impactful way that we could think of to give back was to help our frontline healthcare workers at the hospital. So I reached out to Teresa Martone at Sueria Hospital Foundation to brainstorm what we could do together. Teresa shared with me a really exciting personal protective equipment conservation strategy that the hospital was working on. And that strategy required 26 video baby monitors. So I called my friend Anthony Alfano at Best Buy to see if he could help. Anthony jumped on board and on behalf of Best Buy donated 4 of the monitors and was able to get us a great price and secure the remaining units required by the hospital. From there, our friends at Northside Auto Group, led by Mario Palumbo, purchased the other 22 video monitors to completely outfit all departments that could use this technology in their personal protective equipment conservation strategy. I was really moved by everyone coming together for this, and it's amazing that Northside Auto Group and Best Buy were able to pull something together that is so meaningful for our local hospital. We have Brandy Sharp-Young with us from Sueria Hospital. Brandy, why baby monitors? Can you explain how they are going to help our hospital staff right now?
It's actually a really great idea. The baby monitors, they came about from our nursing teams. These are products that are used and ideas that are coming so fast at us from other hospitals and other healthcare settings. What we're going to do with the baby monitors is set them up in a patient room. So there'd be a monitor in the patient room, one out at the nursing station, and then staff would be able to communicate with the patient via these monitors, do a bit of checking on the patient if needed, of course, being mindful of privacy and all of that as well. But it would allow us to not necessarily have to enter the room until we know what the ask is. And then that way, we're not using extra PPE, so personal protective equipment, to go into the room. So we're on a real conservation strategy for our personal protective equipment. And this is one of those methods that we're looking at to doing.
And how many different departments can these monitors that were purchased by the Northside Group help?
So across the organization right now, we're looking at using them on our inpatient units. So for those of you familiar with our hospital, that is our 3rd floor, which is our 3B, 3C, as well as our entire 2nd floor. The emergency department, we're also looking at using it in our renal department, as well as in our physio department. So again, really across the organization and also in our Mat Child department, of course, which is what most people would think of for baby monitors.
And do you think that this number of monitors and covering all of the departments you've talked about can really make an impact in the number of PPE items you're able to save?
Absolutely. So this strategy was brought forward by our team on the 3rd floor and shared across the organization with all the patient care leaders. And they really said, yes, can we have these? How can we make this happen for our organization? When the numbers started to come in, we were like, okay, how do we do this? Teresa and the foundation team and yourself stepped up. And again, it's just this amazing community coming together to do something that we wouldn't normally, would not be something we would do in our everyday practice, but certainly in our current circumstances is very, very beneficial.
Thank you. And Mario, why was this something that you wanted to jump on board and help out with?
Well, you know what? Obviously, we're all in this together. So, as Northside Auto Group, the 3 stores, the Toyota, Mazda, and Volkswagen store, we really wanted to look at something that we can do to give back to the community. And operating in business for over 30 years, integral part of our business is obviously the people in the Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area. So we wanted to figure out something that we could do that still would stick within the COVID-19 guidelines and that would work for the community. And we reached out, obviously, to you guys as good partners and said, let's come up with something that would be good for the community and that could help out in this time of need. And basically, being in all this together and trying to fight through this, we wanted to do something for our community who's been so good to us over the years. And we reached out, like I said, to you guys at Sue today, said, let's put something together. And lo and behold, we're at where we're at now.
And what better way to all of our community members than by doing something that helps ensure everyone's safety? It's just such an amazing initiative.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? This unique idea of baby monitors, when I first heard about it, I said, you know what, that's a really cool idea that, these baby monitors can be in the rooms. The nurses don't have to necessarily go in there. They can communicate, obviously, 6 feet plus, if not more. And it really helps out all these healthcare workers that have been heroes for us in the community and all the frontline people. And as soon as we heard about it, so let's jump on board. Let's do what we need to do, and let's be in this all together, and let's fight this, and let's be Sault Ste. Marie strong here and do what we can do.
And Anthony, were you surprised that Best Buy, which isn't necessarily what you think of when you think of healthcare, was able to be a company that could help our frontline healthcare workers with this current PPE shortage?
I mean, yeah, Jasmine, absolutely. We live in a world full of technology, and most people think of us as people who provide TVs. Some think appliances, but no one really thinks about the baby monitors. So when Sue today had reached out to us to help with the cause, I thought it was really amazing. You don't think about baby monitors being a part of Sue Area Hospital and what they're trying to fight against. And when we had the opportunity to jump on it to support our healthcare workers and frontline workers, was something that we definitely wanted to make sure that we were contributing to and helping out. It's one of our favorite parts of being here in the Soo, is being able to contribute back to the community that gives us so much in return. And I think if there's any time that we can be doing it, it's right now. So yeah.
Awesome. And Teresa, there are so many people in our community that are looking for ways to help right now. They really want to give back. How are ways that people can help support the hospital and the frontline healthcare workers?
Well, there's a couple of items, and we set up a page for emergency funding, and people want to donate to a cause that may come up. This came up really quickly. We responded really quickly with the baby monitors. So I'm not sure at this point exactly what's needed, but I think in true spirit of Sault Ste. Marie, we can certainly put signs in our windows and thank those essential workers that go to work every day, healthcare workers. We can stay at home and we can stay safe, and we can continue to follow the rules that are set out for us to be safe. And the emergency funding page is available off our website if you feel inclined to make a donation for other items like this that may come up that we can respond to quickly.
Thank you so much for helping to coordinate this, and to everyone on the call for making this happen. As we speak, the monitors are in the process of being delivered to the hospital. So again, a huge thank you to Northside Toyota, Northside Mazda, and Northside Volkswagen for generously purchasing these units, and to Best Buy for their donation and helping in securing them. Today's random act of kindness will truly make a difference for our community.